guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the Sig Sauer P365. All right. So the first thing we're going to show you on this gun, one that it's clear, confirm it myself, is the night sights. The night sights on this gun are an improvement over the previous night sights. Previous ones, all three dots were the same. This one, the front dot is more pronounced than the rear. Helps you keep that front sight focus. And if you're a terrible shooter like I am, you need all the help you can get. So at night, all three of these will glow green, but in the daytime, the rear two are small white dots, and the front one is a large green dot, so it draws your eye into the front sight and helps you, again, maintain the front sight focus. I love these sights. For a package, and the average 365 coming around $550, $600, depending on which package you get. Night sights are included, I think, on every option. So it's a great value. It's something that if you were to go and add later, you might be looking at $80 to $100 for the sights alone, and then paying somebody to install them and get those close to zero, or doing it yourself. Either way, it's a great value, something out of the box. The next thing we're going to talk about is the trigger. The trigger on this gun is, it's nothing to write home about, but it's enough to get the job done. Ride that together. There's a predictable wall. Get to the wall. A little bit squishy. All right, and there it breaks. So a short reset. Again, predictable wall. Come to the wall. A little bit of squish. And then break. So, I don't think that this trigger is terrible. It's good enough for the gun it comes with. I don't think having, a trigger that was 10 times better would make you shoot this gun 10 times more accurate. I think this trigger is enough to get the job done and stay on paper, at these self-defense distances. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the takedown on this gun. So the takedown on SIGs is pretty easy. I like it. All we're going to do is we're going to apply pressure here to the slide lock. And again, if you can't do this, you could just insert an empty magazine, pull the slide to the rear. It's going to do the same thing. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn the takedown lever down like this. And then really simple, you're just going to let this, I'm going to turn this around so it's easier for me to do. You're going to let the slide come home by pressing down on the slide lock. All right, you're going to take the slide right off. Set the frame to the side. We're going to pull out our guide rod and spring. We're going to slide our barrel forward slightly, tilt it up, and pull it to the back. And now we have our pistol field stripped. Now, while we have it field stripped, I'll quickly go over this stuff. Most of this stuff is going to look the same on, most of your semi-autos that you have seen within the last 15, 20 years. Nothing crazy here. This is a nice guide rod. It's a two-piece guide rod. It doesn't feel flimsy and like it's going to fall apart. And the springs seem to be captured well on it. The barrel itself, there's not much to be said here about this. Seems to be a decent barrel. I don't shoot this thing super long range or anything, but I don't have any troubles with it, again, at closer distances. So to reassemble, we're just going to do the whole thing in reverse. We're going to put the barrel in. We're going to put the guide rod in. We're going to line up the slide with the rails and push this all the way. Okay, we're going to also push down this little detent back here. Then we're going to slide our slide all the way to the rear. We're going to lock it up. The safety lever, or excuse me, the takedown lever already returned home, just like it wanted to, I guess. Slingshot the sling. We'll do a quick function check. Okay, and we're back together. So simple takedown on these. Now quickly, I'm going to go over the magazines with you. This is the NRA edition, and it came with 3 different magazines. This first one here is definitely my least favorite. This is the 10-round flush fit. So this is for those people who are really concerned about concealment, and they want to have as little magazine sticking out of the mag well as possible. The problem I have, I wear a size medium glove, and as you can see here, my pinky overhangs. So this is no bueno, no good for me. What I would prefer is to have at least my pinky on, and then anything past that's just a bonus, right? So this magazine, if I did use it, I would have it in the gun, and I would have another magazine that was slightly longer as my reload, and that way I don't have to break my grip to get that magazine out. You see, I have to kind of let go here. It's the same thing on a reload. I have to get my fingers out of the way so that way I can make a solid contact with the base plate of the magazine. The next mag I've got for you here is the 10 round with the pinky extension. I think this is the baseline. This is as small as the magazine I want to be, right? So we've got just enough where I can get a full purchase with my pinky on there. Again, it's the same capacity. It's only 10 rounds, which isn't terrible for a gun this small, but we can do better, right? So the next magazine I have over here is the 12 round. And 12 round, slightly longer, but again, you have 2 extra rounds in there, and you have plenty of real estate if you wear medium glove to get your hand on there, get a good purchase. Now reloads are much easier as well. All right. So this overall, this NRA edition, I don't mind that it came with 10 round mags, but that's not something I'm going to prefer. I'm going to show you another option here. This is another Sig 365 that I've owned probably a year or two longer than the NRA edition. This is just the nitrate black edition. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to clear this, right? It's got the same sights, same takedown procedures. It's the same pistol. The difference is what it came with. This one came with 3 12-round magazines, which I love. All right, again, these magazines are great. And if you want something a little bit more, Sig does offer 15-round magazines that I believe will work with this as well. So if you've got, some bear paws and you need a little bit more to get a hold of, that could be the option for you. The other thing that this came with was a holster. Now, the holster is not something that I would write home about, but if you're on a budget and you need a holster, this is great. It comes with your pistol, your 3 magazines, your holster, the clips on it. The ones I have here are set up to be used with belt, and you can take this on and off. So you can feed these over the waistline of your pants, and then underneath whatever kind of belt you're wearing, hopefully a carry belt, right? And not just some old leather belt that you really need to get rid of. The other clips it comes with are solid. They have a loop, so you feed the belt through them. I don't prefer those. The reason why I don't is because you can't take this thing on and off throughout the day without taking your belt off. That gets a little awkward, right? But say you're going to run into the post office and you don't want to be a felon, so you're going to take this thing off, leave it in the truck, leave it in the car, right? These belt clips are much easier to do that. And again, this holster is not, it's not like the last holster you'll ever need, but if you want to get into a concealed carry firearm and you're looking to get everything all at the same time, you don't know all there is to know, this is a great starting option. Come in here, get your magazines, get your holster, get your pistol all at the same time, right? It has a set screw where you can adjust the tension, less tension, more tension, whatever's the best for you, so your gun's not falling out, but it's not ridiculously hard to draw it, okay? Something, if you were looking to spend a little bit more money, would be something like this. This is an alien gear, so this considered like a hybrid holster, right? So you're going to have 2 different materials. In the back, you have this neoprene-like material. It's going to give you a lot more comfort if you're carrying this all day long, every day, like you should be carrying your carry gun. And then on the front, you have your Kydex plastic material, so that way it offers good retention and it's not going to wear out over time, right? The clips on these ones are adjustable, so you can change the ride height of this holster in your waistline if you want it lower or higher. If you want to change the angle slightly, you'll also notice this holster here in particular is for a right-handed draw and like the 4 to 5 o'clock position. So you're going to wear this back of your hip, okay? The other holster comes with the tack pack. This one, you can wear it on the back. I tend to wear this one appendix. I don't actually use that other holster anymore because I've moved on to appendix carry. That's a subject for another video though. So just to recap with you guys, and I'll roll some footage here so you can see me shooting it. The NRA edition here came with the 12-round mag, a 10-round with an extension, and a 10-round flush fit. While this guy over here, the TAC pack, came with 3 12-round magazines and the holster. So, I mean, I think this one's probably the better way to go if you're looking to get a holistic package. Some people might want, for one, they might want this nice tan FDE Cerakote option, but you might want, you know, those 10-round magazines. Say you're a smaller frame person than I am, and you're worried about printing, which is a huge issue when you get into the whole concealed carry game, right? But this might be the better option for you in that case.
All right, just a few more features to talk about on this pistol. We've got both front and rear slide serrations. We've got an under barrel accessory rail, and we have some pretty decent texturing on the grips. These are a couple more nice features to have. Last thing I want to mention is the reliability. Both of these guns that I've had, I've put about 500, maybe a little bit more rounds through, and they've been very reliable. No significant stoppages that I can think of. So when you combine reliability, the intermediate price point, the overall very small size, I think this is a great option for somebody's first concealed carry handgun, or maybe a home defense handgun, somebody just looking to get into it and maybe looking to purchase a whole package.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, click the button below, leave a comment, tell me what you would like to see differently in the next video, or what gun you would like to see reviewed next. We are going to have a video coming out on the 365 XL, so if that's what you're looking for, just stand by. We're going to have that pretty soon. And if you would like to support the channel, head over to our website, take a browse. If you see something you like, go ahead and purchase it. That's the best way to support us.
If I can hit anything. Where is this thing even hidden?